Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a first impressions video, which you guys seem to really enjoy on my channel. I give my honest opinion and review of a product that I am trying out for the first time, and I do check-ins throughout the day with my final thoughts at the end of the day. And I have my Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation. It has broad spectrum SPF 15. I am wearing the color Light Neutral, which has light skin with yellow and pink undertones. One of my favorite things about Tarte foundations and face makeup is they always let you know what the undertones are and what your base color is. So it really helps you narrow down your shade, especially when you're swatching it on your wrist or on your hand at the store. You can really get a feel for maybe if you're close to two shades, which one you might want to go for more because you know you have a certain undertone. This is supposed to be a 12-hour makeup. I'm a huge fan of Tarte products just because of the fact that it's vegan, gluten-free, no parabens, no sulfates, never tests on animals. I have a very long day today. I won't be back until after 10. I've already washed my face with my morning routine, which I have up on my channel if you're interested. And then I applied my Hourglass primer that I always use in this little bottle. And now I'm going to just open this baby up and try it for the first time. So the texture is kind of, even though it's liquidy, it's kind of moussey, if you guys know what I mean. It's definitely like it's not gonna drip or fall down. It's very moussey and fluffy texture. It stays in the little position that I've squeezed it out in, and yeah, it's very interesting. I'm gonna use my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush to apply this. Yeah, it's very moussey. It kind of reminds me of the Rimmel Stay Matte texture, except not as dry and thick. The Rimmel Stay Matte was very dry and thick and definitely looked like you're wearing makeup. I have just finished applying it all over my face. I have no other makeup on, and I really like how it's blended in my skin. I'm very warm right now because of the weather, and it's blended in perfectly. It doesn't feel heavy, it doesn't feel sticky, it doesn't feel greasy or anything like that. I think it did a pretty decent coverage. I'm going for a natural look, so I could build it up a little bit more. It evened out any discoloration on my skin. It got rid of any of the weird pigmentations I have, a little bit of redness, and I don't feel like I even need a concealer anywhere else on my face except for under my eyes. I pulled the product up to about here. Foundation's looking really nice, and while I was using it, I noticed that it has this little clear strip, so you can actually see the amount of foundation that's left in your packaging, which is very genius and very smart, very functional. I do like that I can just squeeze it out. I can control the amount that I'm squeezing out onto my hand because it is a tube, and we'll see how I like the packaging as it wears or as I use it. But so far, so good, and I'm gonna apply the rest of my makeup and I will check back in with you in a few minutes. Okay guys, so I have applied the rest of my makeup and I'm gonna go about my day. I'm really loving how this foundation is wearing. It makes my skin look really flawless, and it works really well with my other makeup. I did set everything after my under eye concealer with my Laura Mercier translucent pressed powder. This is kind of my go-to powder for my everyday look if I need a powder, and if I'm using anything liquid, I will always tend to powder. So that's just my personal preference, especially when it's so hot. It just sets everything, nothing's gonna slip and slide, and this is a great lightweight powder. So I'm really excited. I'll be doing in some check-ins. So far so good. I really like how everything's wearing and how everything looks on me and how it's meshing with the rest of my makeup. I don't really care for the SPF 15. I don't think SPF 15 is enough for your everyday, especially in a makeup product. It's just kind of useless. I still wear my normal daily moisturizer with SPF 30 like everyone should, so there's no point in having SPF in your makeup. But terms of wearability, terms of coverage, and how it looks, it's amazing. Packaging is really good right now too. So everything looks great. I'm gonna do a couple close-ups of my face so you can see how it actually is sitting on top of my face. It is now 11:25. Yeah, I'm loving how it wears. I'll check back in later. I'm checking in. It is 3:23. So far, I feel like the foundation is wearing really well around my face. I don't see any oil. I don't see any piling up of the grease or anything like that. I did notice that my under eye is a little dry, so bear with me. My under eye concealer kind of caked up, but that is not the foundation's fault. Everything looks really good. I'm actually really matte considering it's pretty warm out and I've worn it for a few hours now. What did I say it was? It's 3:23, so it's been about 12, where am I getting that number? It's been about 4 hours, and so far so good. No grease buildup, no caking, no, let me think. I wear sunglasses when I'm in the car and I always get these marks. I don't think I can ever like not get them. But anywhere else, no, everything looks good. My skin still feels nice and fresh. It doesn't feel sticky or anything like that. The rest of my makeup is wearing really well with it. So I will do a close-up and then I'll check back in a little bit. I am here doing my last check-in. It is 12:30 a.m. on the same day. I've had this makeup on since 11:30 a.m. I think the makeup is wearing pretty well. Obviously, at this point, it could use some touching up. I have not powdered, I have not blotted, and I really haven't touched my makeup at all. I reapplied my gloss at a couple points, but at this point after I ate, I haven't applied anything. You guys can see that my face doesn't look that greasy. It doesn't look like I need a whole lot of touching up. I think if I wanted to, I could do a little bit of powdering. There is a little bit of like buildup around the little crease of my nose. I did apply a little extra foundation today because I had a little redness in those areas. So that could be like an issue if you're super oily, but I don't think it will be if you powder or if you blot throughout the day. I think it's just I haven't done anything and I've just been going about my day. It's been pretty warm. The coverage is definitely buildable. I like a more medium finish, so you could definitely add more product and build it up to a full coverage foundation. I think this is more full coverage than the mineral one that they have that I also did a first impressions on, which you can find on my channel. It's the Tarte Amazonian Full Coverage Airbrush Foundation. So this one, which is called the Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation, definitely is more coverage than the mineral powder one. I like the texture because it's very moussey and fluffy and it feels nice to apply and it feels good on the skin, but it's not greasy and it's not super matte, so you're not gonna look dry, you're not gonna look flaky, and also it has a nice natural finish. It's not too luminous and it's not too matte, so it really looks nice on the skin and on your face throughout the day. It blends well with my normal makeup, and it's like I haven't even retouched my cheeks. So my overall verdict is yes, I will definitely be wearing this again. Yes, I would suggest purchasing it and trying it out. If you're unsure about it, maybe buy it from Sephora because they allow returns for sure, no problem. And I think it's a great medium to full coverage, definitely buildable to full coverage. I prefer a little less. I don't think the SPF does that much. I really think you need to wear an SPF 30 before this. I did use a primer and you know, I use my normal primer. The packaging is cute, it's convenient. It has the nice little clear section for you to see where the foundation is, so you know when you might need to buy more. I like the little bamboo, it's kind of their signature packaging. And it's great. It comes with 50 milliliters or 1.7 fluid ounces, which is quite a bit of product for the price. It's a good higher end but not super pricey foundation. It's definitely more affordable than the Marc Jacobs foundation and more affordable than even Chanel. So it's a good, I would say, middle priced foundation, but you're definitely getting a higher end product. If you're allergic to gluten, if you are sensitive in terms of products, this is paraben free, sulfate free, mineral oil free, and gluten free. They don't test on animals, which is a great thing. I'm really impressed with the Tarte products I've tried lately, except for their CC Plus primer. But in terms of foundations, eyeshadows, blushes, even their Amazonian brow mousse, all really great products. I'm rarely disappointed in their products. I'm really not that shiny considering this has been on me for 13 hours and the coverage is still pretty good. You know, there's little parts like my nose, but I've been rubbing my nose all day because I have allergies. So my nose definitely has worn off a little more than the rest, like right here. But again, it's been 13 hours and I have been rubbing my face quite a bit. So I hope you enjoyed this first impressions video, and I really highly encourage you to leave me a comment below, give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!